Lead gen isn't your problem. Your offer sucks. Look, agents bitch all the time about Zillow and Facebook and about high interest rates and how the market's shifted. It's always shifting, right? And nothing's converting anymore, right? Here's the reality of it. It's the hard truth you got to face. Your offer truly stinks. You're offering nothing but generic stuff. Look, everybody puts out this crap, and I guarantee you've tried it too. Get a home evaluation. Find out what your home is worth. Everybody says that shit. There's no real value in it, right? People don't care about your CMA. They're not laying awake in bed going, I can't wait till Mike comes over and I can see this beautiful CMA and all this logic he put together. They don't care about that shit. They care about them. They care about looking like superheroes when they got their home sold in a market where nobody else is getting sold, or that they got the most money where everybody else is like cutting prices. You're in a market where it's shifting like that and you start writing ads like that, you'll kill it. But look, you want to keep getting seller just throwing good money after bad, then you keep writing this kind of bullshit. You keep putting these useless offers out there, if you want to even call them offers. Keep doing it. But if you want to start like look, let me give you an example. I had this guy, this agent that came to me, and he was spending a decent amount on Facebook, and he was getting absolutely nothing. And he was a sharp agent. And, I looked at what he was doing, and what he was doing was he was applying this logic crap, right? And he was offering things like free CMAs, a free market analysis, and consultations with him. He got, you know what he got? 0. So I helped him to just tweak these and talk about what sellers were getting in the marketplace. Literally 4 days, he had 8 inbound prospects, inbound inquiries, 6 listing appointments, and picked up 2 listings. Just like that. You know what changed? The freaking offer. The damn offer. That was it. Nothing about his skill, nothing about the things that he does, what he was going to do for them. So look, if you want to actually start writing marketing that gets sellers to call you, instead of you looking like this little weasel chasing them down with phone calls and door knocking and stupid ads, then you got to fix your offer, like right now. So the first rule, number 1, is stop talking about you. Hear me when I say this. And look, and I realize this may be a harsh message, and the way I say this may be pretty darn blunt, but I don't apologize, because I think saying things in a certain way and using certain words really gets the point across. And this is something that really needs to be hammered into your damn head if you're ever going to be a real listing agent. Stop talking about you. Nobody cares about you. 3 words, write them on your wall. You're not special. And even if you were, nobody cares. Look, I'm sure you look around at your marketing you've done. If you haven't done marketing, look at everybody else's marketing. Go look at your real estate office and all the silly crap they got tacked up. Go online and look what real estate agents are offering. Go to your mailbox. Go look at the postcards that come around. What are they? They're these huge freaking pictures of the real estate agent, right? The big focus that draws your eye right away, it's the agent. And what does it say? I'm number 1, right? I'm the neighborhood specialist. What the hell's a neighborhood specialist? We all have the same data. It means nothing, right? I've sold 100 homes last year. They don't give a shit, right? I've rookie of the year, top at my board of association for the last 25 years. Or these stupid slogans, right? I'm a house sold name. Yeah, I have this goofy person in my marketplace that used to say, she's the fairy godmother of real estate. I think you know what I'm talking about. How about like you dog lovers? I love freaking dogs. I live on a farm. I literally have 10 dogs. But I see these fools who have their dog in their hand or a dog over their shoulder like it's cute. Cute does not sell. Silly slogans do not sell, right? Features do not sell. You have to sell on wants. You have to make them feel like you're solving that massive problem that's been keeping them laying awake in bed at night, pulling their hair out, going, what the hell are we going to do? When people see ads like this, I want you to envision this. Look at how you sort your mail. There's always 2 piles, right? Look from 100 feet down. Like now, imagine yourself looking down wherever you sort your mail. Here's the open pile. Here's the trash pile. The trash pile is a hell of a lot bigger than this pile all the time. This is stuff that looks personal or is massively beneficial. Over here are the dipshits, right? I number one, I'm the neighborhood specialist. The damn fairy godmother, her ass goes in the trash too. Probably at the bottom of the damn trash can, right? Stuff people don't care about. Okay, so number one, and it's the hardest part of this process, is forget about you. In their eyes, you're nothing. And look, you want to go deeper into this and how to write these ads, just go to comelistmebook.com, grab a copy of my book. It's literally a few dollars. And I lay out all of this and more, really the whole system back to back. But I want to get to number two. Number two is start thinking about them. Only write ads about them. Look, there's this old saying in real estate that prospects listen to one, in marketing, prospects listen to one station, WIFM, stands for what's in it for me. And when you learn how to write that kind of marketing that clearly conveys to these prospects the great benefit that they get when they list their house with you, that's when you become that proverbial agent at the top of the hill they're going to line up for miles to do business with, because you've got what they want. And notice again that keyword, want. It has to be about what they want, not what they need. You and I, as real estate agents, we know what they need. We know they don't need little Susie from the tennis team who can't barely dress herself in the morning, right? We know they're screwed. The minute they get a damn contract, she's going to screw it all up and they're going to lose money. They're going to lose their ass. And they're probably going to leave smiling because you know why? Because they bought an emotion. We know that they need a good agent. We know that we need a solid negotiator. We know that they need somebody who's going to be efficient. We know they need somebody who's going to get a house, closed and the deal to go smoothly for them and to avoid all the hiccups and the false starts and miscues that lesser agents often, cause or at least fail to identify. We know they need that, but we have to sell them on what they want. And just remember these three things, because in real estate, we're very blessed to know it's real simple. It's always one of these three things. It's always, we want the most money, we want the fastest sale time, or we want it without headaches. So when you start writing these kind of headlines, these kind of hooks in your marketing, this is when people pay attention. And I want you to, I'm going to give you an example here. And so I want you to really feel this. I want you to notice how differently you feel. Put yourself in the shoes of a homeowner who, let's just say it was a corporate promotion. They live in Georgia. You live in Georgia, and your spouse just got a job out in California. The spouse starts in 42 days. They start that job. In fact, your spouse is moving out there in a week to actually start the training while you're left to deal with things. Now, you start seeing postcards from real estate agents. You've seen them all along. I'm number one. I'm the greatest. Me. Look at me in my glamour shot. I don't even look like this anymore. It was 25 years ago. All that bullshit. And then you get a card from somebody like me, a postcard or a letter. And it says, your home, I'll sell your home in 12 days or less, guaranteed. And then I'll whip up some kind of guarantee on the back end of it. Who gets the phone call? Like really, who gets the phone call? Who doesn't get the phone call? There's in fact no competition for you, because this type of marketing, this type of hook, again, it solved the problem. What you have to remember is people don't like to think. People don't like to think what benefit your features give to them. So if you tell them number one, they don't want to think, well, what does that do for me? What does that mean? Or he sold 100 houses. You don't want them thinking, well, does that mean he's just too busy and I become a number? You don't want them thinking, well, he was the number one guy. Okay, but he must have been selling houses all over the place. That's why this feature shit doesn't work. But when you start talking about their wants, you've solved their whole problem. Their guessing game is resolved and it's gone. These people with their ego, it goes right in the damn trash can. You get a call like this. Mike, saw your guarantee, come list my house. That's what a come list me call is all about. And I think it's surprising to a lot of agents that I work with that it's really this simple. Okay, direct response marketing, it's not something that I invented. It's not something that anybody that we know in our lifetime invented. It's been around for a long time. I just happen to have been studying it before I got into real estate, and then I got real heavy with it in real estate. And it's purely just about talking to them. And I've got videos that explain how you find out exactly what it is they want. We never guess at it. But I would suspect to say an expired, if their house had sat on the market for 180 days and didn't sell, and you wrote them an ad and say you'd sell it in X amount of days for minimum X amount of price, or you'd pay them some money, or you'd do something for them, you'd take some responsibility, I would suspect you would get every single expired in your marketplace. Same with for sale by owners. What do you think for sale by owners think about? What do you think, let's just say it's the wife who's taking care of the house and the husband's working, just in the traditional sense. Could be vice versa. I don't know, don't care. But the wife's at home, the husband's at work, and somebody calls to see the house. Do you think that wife really wants to open the door to strangers? Just because pig-headed husband, trust me, men like us, we're pig-headed. We want to save that commission, right? They're scared shitless. Right? And if you're the husband at work and you're thinking about when my wife's opened the door to this strange guy, it's scary. So what if why are they not listing with you? Because they want to save the commission. What does that ultimately mean if you chunk it up? They want to put the most money in their pocket. So why don't you write a FSBO ad that bluntly tells these people in very plain English, super strong, I'll put more listen, sell your house with none of the risk, and put more money in your pocket than you would with a typical agent. Write something. Just solve their problem. Once you solve their problem, everything works. They literally turn into come list me calls all day long. And then, look, here's the third part about it. Test a couple different headlines against each other. Okay, run the same offer or a different offer. Maybe, in the market maybe for a expired, maybe it's sell fast, get the most money. Maybe you run another ad that says get the most money and sell fast. Sometimes it's one word in an ad that makes all the difference. Test. And when I say test, just randomly send out an equal number of both. It's best to test in a subdivision, or what I call a SAM, a strategic area market. And you can watch my video on that. Send out equal numbers and just track the one that gets the best results and go big with the winner. It's really that simple. So if you want to stop the bleeding on your marketing spend while you're getting nothing back, then just watch this next video that shows you exactly how to stop the bleed, how to cut the cost of agent marketing, and get these damn sellers chasing you and following your every command like trained zombies. I'll see you there.